Yo guys, and welcome to a new video on my channel. In today's video we're going to be discussing if it is possible to start off a new GTA 5 account in 2019. I've bought the game 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago. I used to play it on PS3, but I've been playing and streaming the game for 11 days now, exactly 11 days. And I'm already level 58, close to 59, and I have got quite a lot of money. I've got an office, I've got a high-end apartment, I've got a cargo warehouse, and I've got a few cars which are fully modded. So the simple answer is yes, it is possible. You will start behind the trail quite a bit, of course. You will, in a public session, if you're doing missions, you're gonna get killed by people with Mark II oppressors, which is very annoying. And all that kind of stuff. They're gonna have armored cars, which you don't have. Unless you get the free Juco Dev, which we'll get into later. So yeah, you are behind, but it's definitely possible to get off to start, and within a few weeks make yourself a couple of $1 million. And if you do it right, and we'll get into that again, you will be able to turn those few millions into a lot of millions, and you will catch up really quickly. So in the rest of this video, we're actually gonna discuss how to start off a new account in 2019 on GTA 5. There are multiple videos out there like this, from how to go from 0 to millions, or how to start a fresh account in GTA 5, and that's what this video is going to be. But I can actually talk out of experience, because I started myself a account 2 weeks ago, as I said earlier. So the first thing you want to be doing is going and make sure you sign up your social club account and connect it to the account you're going to be playing with. That's because if you go to transport, you can go to Legendary Motorsport and sort by price, and you will see you'll get the Anus Elegy for free. Just because you're a social club member, nothing else. This car will be absolutely free, and it's actually a great car. It's one of the better sports cars. It's very fast, and for free you can't go wrong with a sports car. After that, if you're a returning member, so you either played on a different account with your social club account, or maybe even on the PS3 or an other console, depending on what console you're on, there is a chance, and you should be able to get it. You should be able to get, well, all of these cars, first of all, might be free for you. I'm not quite sure. So if you want a different car, you can also go for the Dinka Ballista for some reason. But for example, the Bravado Buffalo is not too bad as a car. I wouldn't go for any of these others. But what I meant was you can go to Warstock, Cache, and Carry, and if you sort by price, you'll be able to find yourself the Juco Dev. This is vital to get. If you can get this car, then you need to get it. If you can get it for free, because this is an armored car, and this is going to help you out in a lot of missions on this game. Like, I mean a lot of missions. If you can't get it, then do get yourself the armored Kuruma, which I believe is about 600k. But we're gonna look that up real quick for you guys. Get yourself the armored Kuruma for 600k as soon as you can. Maybe it's a little less. Armored Kuruma. Can't find it. Where would it be? Just get yourself an armored car out of which you can shoot. I don't know where the armored Kuruma is. It's apparently not in here. So maybe it's in Legendary Motorsports, I'm not sure. Let's look it up for you guys real quick, because you guys will probably want to know, because it is a car you do need. Well, get yourself an armored car, because it's going to help you out with a lot of missions and things I'm going to be suggesting you to do in this video. So you've just spawned in, you've gotten your first car after you've done the tutorial. What do you want to do next? Next thing you want to do is pretty much do the dispatch missions from Martin Madrid, so they pay out a decent amount, I believe about 9k or 10k, maybe even close to 18k. I don't know if that was because I had double money at that time when I was playing, but I believe it's 9k. But even then, that's a good reward for not too hard of a mission, and generally you do need to have 2 players in the mission. But there's a lot of people playing dispatch just because it's a mission you constantly get invited for in the game. So you will find yourself a teammate pretty easily. But just keep doing that, which is a really easy mission to do. and then you will be joining, or then you will be getting yourself up to 50k. Now make sure this 50k is on your bank account. You don't need to go spend it, you can keep it, but you will be able to go to your interaction menu, go to SUCCESFULLY, which will be somewhere in here. It isn't for me because I've already a CEO, but if you find it, you can sign yourself up as a VIP. Just because you have 50k in the bank, you don't need to give it to anyone. You just need to have 50k in the bank. So as soon as you have done that, you can go into SUCCESFULLY VIP. For me, it's as CEO because I've got myself an office. And you want to go to VIP work. There's 2 missions you want to be doing, and both of these pay out about 24k on average. Depending on how long you take, the longer you take, the more you get, but the longer it takes before you can get into the next mission. So it doesn't really matter. I would suggest you do them as fast as possible. These are Headhunter and Sightseer. In the Sightseer mission, you are gonna have to make sure that you retrieve 3 packages. You can locate these packages by hacking a system through your phone, and as soon as you hacked one package, pretty much, you'll get a GPS location of this package. You need to go retrieve it and get to the next one after you've retrieved it. This one is a bit tedious because you can be sent away like 10 miles from where you are to find just a single package, and then 6 miles the other way again. So that one is a little bit annoying, but the good thing is you don't need to fight anyone, so you can pretty much do this with any car you like, but I would suggest doing this with a fast vehicle. As for Headhunter, before you start up, make sure you start this one up in the city, because if you don't, you're gonna get shafted pretty much. What this is you're gonna get 4 targets to spawn in on your map, 2 will be in a car, and 2 of them will be completely stationary. Now this is the one where you need the armored vehicle, because with the armored vehicle, you just make sure you get yourself a micro SMG or any kind of weapon that's half decent, but I prefer the micro SMG because it's fully automatic. You drive up to your target and you just shoot him down. The chance of the opponent hitting you is very, very small because the armored cars just give you so much protection. But if you couldn't get the Duke or Death for free, don't worry. There is a respawn in this mode. You can respawn as often as you like. Just keep spraying at the target until you kill them and then go to the next one. The reason why you want to do it start it up in the city is because then the targets actually spawn in the city. If you don't do it in the city, then they can spawn everywhere outside of the city, which is what I'm outlining right now. That's pretty much considered out of the city. So all the way through this area, and you might have to cover a lot of distance before you get to your target. And especially for the mobile targets, that might be very, very annoying. Now the next thing you want to do is grind yourself up all the way to 1 million. Now there's a few extra things you can do, and those are doing all the bounty targets. After doing all the bounty targets, you'll be getting yourself a stone hatchet. With this stone hatchet, you'll be able to get 25 kills, and after you've done so, you will get yourself a reward of 250k, which will go a very long way towards 1 million. The next thing you probably want to do is also the treasure hunt. Treasure hunt, if you complete it, you also get another special weapon, which is the double action revolver, I believe it's called. It's a revolver. If you get 50 headshots with it as soon as you unlock this one, you will be getting yourself another 250k. You're now already at a guaranteed 500k. Another thing you can do is flight school. Try to get gold in all of the ones, but at least try to complete them, because they also have decent payouts. If you get all of them gold, you will get yourself to another 250k. That is pretty hard though, I'm gonna lie, not gonna lie. Flight school, I didn't do it all gold because it's a bit too hard for me. I don't like flying all that much in this game. I'm just not that great at it. Another thing you can do is just other missions, like missions you like to do. By the way, make sure you do get yourself like a garage, like even if it's a 2-car garage, make sure you get that. At some point you will probably have the money to buy a high-end apartment, and if you want to, you can buy yourself a high-end apartment just so that you can store 10 cars and begin doing heists. Even though if you're a solo player, doing a heist is not to be advised, because it's just not that easy to do. But if you really want to do it, then it's definitely possible. Now you've now gotten yourself up to that 1 million I was talking about. The next step you want to do is buy yourself an office. And the office you want to be buying yourself is the Maze Bank office, which I will show to you right now. It is at the moment 1 million GTA dollars. It was on sale when I bought it, luckily enough for me. But as you can see, the other ones are 3.1 million, 2.2 million, and 4 million. So Maze Bank at 1 million is really, really cheap. Now I can't show you that it's 1 million. I can show you that the garage is 1.5 million. I believe buy from 1.5 million. Yeah, garage costs a lot in the offices. So you want to get yourself one of those. Pretty much from this point onwards, you need to grind yourself up to another about 250k. Because you need to go into your office, select or go to your computer, register yourself as a CEO. By the way, after you got an office, you can do unlimited VIP work, which is great. Because there is a 12-hour cooldown after every 4 hours of you doing VIP work. So do keep that in mind. If you want to grind them, you're also gonna need to keep some other methods of grinding in there, because you can only do it for 4 hours. But if you're playing 4 hours consecutively, just doing VIP work, you'll get bored out pretty quickly. I can guarantee you that. But if you really want to, you could do it all consecutively. So yeah, that's one thing. You can now do it unlimited without a 12-hour cooldown. But what you want to be getting is yourself a cargo warehouse. And from this point onwards, you've already made yourself a couple of millions. You'll be at the same spot as I am right now. And that's just delivering cargo. Import and export. If you don't know how it works, Google import and export or YouTube it. And you will find enough videos on how this works. That's pretty much how you get there. A few other things you can do to make money, by the way, are the double payout thingies that are going on at the moment. At the moment of making this video, it's the RC Bandito races and one of the adversary modes. So you could do those. Those are probably more fun to do than the VIP work, because the VIP work gets really repetitive really, really quickly. And that's not the greatest way, or that's not the funnest way there is, but it is probably the best way to get yourself up to a lot of money quickly. So you could also do the double payouts. But do remind yourself, if you're doing something like a Bandito race, an RC Bandito race, the payouts are only good if you're actually managing to get in like the top 3 of a race that's pretty filled up. Don't go do the race by yourself, because you will get no money rewards pretty much. So yeah, that's not too great. And the final thing I want to leave you with is that I am streaming ever since I bought the game and I've started the game. So if you want to see the proof of that it is still possible to start off with GTA 5 account successfully, just go over to my stream. It's twitch.tv/TwistR TV. Do make sure to check it out if you enjoy yourselves daily GTA 5 streams. We pretty much grind out the entire account. We do races. We do everything there's to do on GTA 5. But yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do. This is just a short video on how to get started on GTA 5. If you enjoyed, do drop a like. And also make sure you subscribe. And if you've got any other methods to make a lot of money from the early days on GTA 5, then please do drop them down below in the comments. And make sure you help other people out by leaving them in the comments, as I just said. This is going to be it though. Hope you guys enjoyed, and goodbye.